Shrut or Anuman. What do we see in Sutra number 59? The Shruta that has been heard from the scriptures, and Anumana. All of these are exercised, and the yogi wants to experience all of it. All of these set stages. But as long as the object of meditation is on the outside, there is not going to be any real understanding of the inside. Because what? You're still meditating on the evolutes of Prakriti. And how you're meditating? Using the Chitta. Now, Chitta has two major functions. Just make a note of it. Chitta has two major functions. First is Viveka Khyati, that is discrimination. And Vishaya Bhoga, Vishaya Bhoga, that is enjoyment of the Prakriti, objects of Prakriti, evolutes of Prakriti. Viveka Khyati and enjoyment of evolutes of Prakriti. And you will observe, even a small child, the moment one starts speaking, will first start asking questions. What is this? So much that you are tired of the questions of that small child. But the child will ask questions. From where is this coming? Because this longing of Viveka Khyati, that is discrimination, or Bhoga, enjoyment. If this is for me, I will go ahead for it. So these are two major functions of the Chitta. And in this stage, what we have attained? We have attained Viveka Khyati. That means we are devoid of Bhoga. Now there is no going back. There is no going back. But as we go further, we will see that how this also becomes a challenge. So if you want, just make a note. First write, thorn cuts a thorn. What will you write? A thorn of the plant or a tree. A thorn cuts the thorn. If we take this as Drishtanta or example, how can we apply it here? Let's see. First, a yogi or first a person had samsara vasana. Vasana is desire, longing. Yes, samsara vasana. Samsara is the entire world. Now, this samsara vasana was cut by shastra vasana. What did you do? From the material world, you started studying. There was this longing of replacement of the vasana is still there. It has not been removed. But from the lower objects, you're moving higher from samsara vasana to shastra vasana. Now, this shastra vasana is pacified the moment you reach samadhi. But that is also a state of vasana, samadhi. I am in the state of samadhi is still there. Yes, so samadhi vasana. In samadhi vasana, we talked about Ritambara Prajna Jnanam. We discussed that in this state, Ritambara, again, the yogi is stuck. There is no bhoga of the samsara, but also there is no moksha. Yes, so dharma, artha, kama has been complete, but the moksha in between, pending for moksha out of the purushartha. Now from the samadhi vasana, now will be cut by kaivalya samadhi or asampragyat. We will not call this as vasana, but from sabija, we move towards nirbija. All the aforesaid samadhis were attained as what? As the seed, where the seed was in the material world. So from the vichara states, all these different types of samadhi that we studied yesterday, including Sananda Sasmita, both of them were also in vichara, because vichara samadhi discusses the subtle aspects. So from that only, from this only, we move further towards nirbija samadhi. So if you take these four, samsara vasana cut by shastra vasana, shastra vasana is replaced or cut by the samadhi. Samadhi, Ritambara Prajna. And from there, finally, when you move towards asampragyat or kaivalya samadhi, there is complete exhaustion of the thought waves known as chitta vritti nirodha. Let's chant the sutra and know more about it. Sutra 50. Tajjaha संस्कारो अन्य संस्कारा प्रतिबंधी
संस्कारो अन्य संस्कारा प्रतिबंधी
तज्जः संस्कारो अन्य संस्कार प्रतिबंधी
तज्जः संस्कारो अन्य
संस्कारा
संस्कारा
प्रतिबंधी
Tat means what? Prajna bearing. How do we go forward? The pragya or prajna bearing. Samskara. Once that is born, samskara of prajna, anya, other samskaras, subconscious imprints are obstructed. The moment this samskara takes place, prajna, the lightning flash of wisdom, all other past samskaras have ceased. There is only one samskara, which is the prajya samskara. Rutambara prajya samskara. So the samskaras born out of that truth, yesterday we discussed truth bearing wisdom, obstruct other samskaras. There is no possibility that this Mahapurush will go back now to the worldly samskaras or material level samskaras. There is complete obstruction, cessation of any other samskara to rise up in this state. So, Sage Patanjali here actually states that the truth-bearing wisdom, that is Rutambara Janam, produces a certain type of samskara which is obstructive in nature. It has a samskara of its own. And this samskara does not provoke the mind to activity. What is the nature of this samskara? It does not provoke the mind to activity. It does not provoke the mind to any kind of activity. If you just make a note. The function of this samskara is solely to block the activation of any other samskara. The chitta vrittis are blocked. Yes. So from this samskara now, there will be further movement towards the Kaivalya samskara. And what will happen? The thorn will remove the thorn and you will discard both of them. Which means through this state, Rutambara, Prajna, only you are going to move further towards the Nirbija Samadhi, Asampragyat Samadhi. And there you will discard both the Rutambara Prajna also and the knowledge of the Samadhi. You can actually say the goal of yoga is achieved here. Goal of yoga is achieved here. What Sage Patanjali has been saying, Chitta Vritti Nirodha has been achieved here. The yogi feels a disinterest in Prakriti altogether. There is a disinterest felt in the objects of Prakriti. That means the samskaras of the present life have already been exhausted. Now, what about the latent samskaras of the past life? All the karmas that are waiting in the line to manifest themselves. Let's see in the next and the last sutra. Tasyapi nirodhe
तस्यापि निरोधे
सर्वनिरोधान् निर्बीजः समाधिः
सर्वनिरोधान् निर्बीजः समाधिः
तस्यापि निरोधे सर्वनिरोधान्
तस्यापि निरोधे सर्वनिरोधान्
निर्बीजः समाधिः
निर्बीजः समाधिः
upon the cessation of even those truth-bearing samskaras, Nirbija Samadhi is realized. Nirbija Samadhi. How does this happen now? Nirbija Samadhi, we will see. What happens but here? Let's see that first. Tasya, of that truth-bearing samskaras, api, even nirodha, cessation, upon cessation, sarva, of everything, nirodhat, from the cessation, nirbija, seedless, samadhi or meditative absorption happens. Which means nirbija samadhi is what? Even the cessation of the truth-bearing samskara. Simply, it is the cessation of the truth-bearing samskara. Which means we discussed the example of the sunlight reflected through the mirror. Now, the mirror is reflecting back the light of the sun to itself. The chitta has completely dissolved. Samsara ceases. Why samsara ceases? Because samsara exists in the mind. As long as you have a relation with the object, there is samsara. Means what? Every time we say, we talk to people. One of the incidents, in fact, I will share, or which Guruji had shared with me. One instance where Rajneesh Osho had called him for a discussion, and they were both discussing about the samsara. And something happened. It was a brief 10-minute discussion only. At the end of the discussion, Rajneesh Osho said to Swamiji, said that, I wish I had somebody like you with me. We should meet again. And Swamiji instantly said, this is samsara. The moment you say that this should stay, this is samsara. And Rajneesh Osho started laughing. Osho started laughing at that moment. He said, yes, you proved your point. When? In the last moment of departure, when they both may be contemplating, Swamiji did not share that, but in that moment, when Osho says, or Osho said to Swamiji, said that, I wish, you could stay longer and we could meet again. And Swamiji, yes, that is samsara. It's a sign that you are still in samsara. That winning moment he just discussed with Vedantic and non-Vedantic philosophy. And he said that moment, after the discussion, in the last parting moment, I was able to tell him the sign of samskara. तो ये जो हम संबंध बनाते हैं कि ये फिर से होना चाहिए, or the relation that we make with the samsara, that I should be able to experience this again. Why doesn't this stay longer with me? That is the moment of what? Sign that you're still in samsara. And Swamiji said after that, for me, there was no Osho. It ceased. In that 10 minutes moment after that, it ceased. So these are the examples of the great yogis and great teachers, which example they used to contemplate. Therefore, I've specifically written here, samsara ceases because samsara exists in the mind. It does not exist outside, but it exists in the mind. We have now almost come to the end of the road of the yogic process. Nirbija Samadhi is not related to any object of the Prakriti. It is blocking of cognitive faculty. It is absolute blockage of cognitive faculty where Purusha realizes oneself, completely absorbed in the self, Purusha. And Prakriti withdraws in this moment by itself. Without any effort, Prakriti withdraws. says, I will not again invite you into my suffering. This is where there is moksha or liberation, kaivalya, moksha or liberation. Although we are going to discuss more about it in the last chapter, but this is the stage, the nirbija avastha, where there is complete cessation of samsara because there is cessation of the mind. And because there is cessation of the entire chitta, there is no vritti that I am meditating also, gone, everything lost. There is no duality between Purusha and Prakriti. There is pure being. With every moment, there is pure being without any thinking faculty, without any cognitive faculty of separation. Because all this time we were thinking, I am separate from the samsara. I am in the samsara. Then we studied samsara is within me. Then we studied samsara is in the mind. And now what do we see? With the cessation of the chitta working on the mind, samsara has also ceased. So then where I am, who I am, what I am, all of these questions of Viveka Khyati have been answered in this avastha. Let's see the bhashya. स न केवलं समाधि प्रज्ञा विरोधी प्रज्ञाकृतानां संस्कारण अपि प्रतिबंधी भवति कस्मात् निरोधजः संस्कारः समाधिजान संस्कारबद्ध इति निरोधस्थै कालक्रमानुभवेत् निरोधि चित्त कृत संस्कारास्तित्वम् अनुष्यम्. What happens in this stage? Without dying, presently, what is our experience? When we are living life, when we actually come in contact with the object, we have the experience of the object. A yogi can experience death, life without actually living any of those. Does not have to actually go through that stage to realize its knowledge or to understand it. So therefore sees many deaths and many lives of people around. Such a yogi comes out of the Nirodha Avastha only for the betterment of the other people in the world. Like when we talk about Gautama the Buddha, having attained the liberation, comes out of this Nirbija Avastha out of compassion for the beings. व्युत्थान निरोध समाधि प्रभावैः सह कैवल्य भाग्ये संस्कारश्चितं स्वयं प्रकृति अवस्थायां प्रविलोयते तस्मात् संस्कारश्चित्य अधिकार विरोधिनिन स्थिति हेतवो यस्मादवस् अतिधिकारं सह कैवल्य भाग्ये संस्कारश्चितं विनिवर्तते तस्मन्निवृत्ते पुरुषः स्वरूप प्रतिष्ठः अतः शुद्ध मुक्त इच्छुते. Such a yogi is now called Shuddha Mukta. Shuddha and Mukta. Shuddha, pure, Mukta, free. So we have taken both 50-51 together in explanation and also in understanding. Shuddha Mukta. Purusha. Just observe this verse. If there is any other note, I will let you know. In the 50, there is a question asked. कथम असौ संस्कार अतिश्य चित्तम साधिकारम न करिष्यतेति न ते प्रज्ञाकृतः संस्कार क्लेशक्षय युत्वाच उत्तम अधिकार विशिष्टं कुर्वन्ति चित्तं हि न स्वकार्यं वसिदयन्ति ख्याति पर्यवसानं हि चित्त चेष्टितम् इति. So if you recall the chitta bhumis, 5 chitta bhumis, All the previous were for Ekagra, but this 50 and 51 is for a Nirudha Avastha, the last goal that has been achieved. We will chant Sutra number 51. Tasyapi nirodhe
तस्यापि निरोधे
sarva nirodhan nirbijah
सर्वनिरोधनिर्बीजः
तस्यापि निरोधे सर्व निरोधान् निर्बीजः समाधिः
तस्यापि निरोधे सर्वनिरोधनिर्बीजः
Yes. So how does this Nirodha Avastha is attained? Again, contemplating on 50 and 51. Suddenly there is a break in the Prajna Ritambara. And therefore Kaivalya is Samadhi can be attained by many people. We talked about Videha and Prakriti Layas also. They reach that stage, but for some reason they were born again to attain liberation. So in every stage, if you see, there are so many people, there are so many yogis waiting for this state of liberation, the Nirbija Avastha. And how does it come and why does it happen? The more purer is your antakaran, the past samskaras, almost over. That is the stage where it happens. So it's actual cessation or a break in what? Ritambara Prajna. We discussed that cessation of that itself is Nirbija Samadhi. Just make a note here. There is no possibility of rebirth. Just make a note. There is no possibility of rebirth, which under regular circumstances would be triggered by latent samskaras. There is no possibility of rebirth, which under normal circumstances would be triggered by latent samskaras awaiting their fruition. Total sense of internal absorption has occurred. Total state and sense of internal absorption has occurred. There is no cause, therefore there is no effect. There is no cause, therefore there is no effect. Both the purpose of the mind, Viveka Khyati and Bhoga, are dismissed. Why? Because Viveka Khyati has been attained and Viveka Khyati has destructed itself along with the Chitta. So there is pure being. There is no separate mind from the samsara. There is simply being. There is no internal understanding of any sort. There is simply pure being. As compared to what we have now, we say there is a world outside of me and there is a world inside of me. What has happened? Chitta has ceased. There is simply pure awareness of being without any mental activity happening. The limbs are working. Everything is happening as it should. Like the flower is. Yes, if it's blooming, it's there, fulfilling its purpose without any reason or cause. So one simply bees, and how? In complete bliss. Because there is no separation of oneself from the existence. One simply feels as complete existence in this state. Nirbija Samadhi Avastha. Make one more note here. Purusha exists in own right. Purusha exists in own right. Free, pure and completely detached. Purusha exists in own right. Free, pure, completely detached. Purusha has always been pure, but the freedom and bondage, notions of bondage that we have been cleared. The Purusha is liberated. Purusha is liberated from samsara vasana to shastra vasana, from shastra vasana to samadhi vasana, from samadhi vasana to Rutambara prajna, and cessation of Rutambara prajna, progressing into Kaivalya through Nirbija Samadhi has been attained. Supreme detachment. There is a sense of supreme detachment. Purusha is not seeing itself through any medium. Purusha is not seeing itself through any medium. Nor radiating out in the chitta. Purusha is purely self-absorbed. Purusha realizes the self. What the self is. Self is still the English term. Kevalya, Kevalin, the one who has been liberated, completely detached from the world. And detached means not leaving the world, still being a part of the world, but attaining the highest level of the mind, the human mind. Knowledge of all and dropping all the knowledge too. Complete cessation of chitta. All the shastras, everything you study, that is also dropped. It was only in the form of experience. And that experience further brightened it. Rutambara prajna, till buddhi, viveka khyati, discrimination between Purusha and Prakriti obtained. But after that, what does the Purusha do? Pure facilitation comes out of this state of Nirbija Samadhi for facilitation and out of compassion for other beings. Does not see oneself separate from them. Neither sees oneself attached with them. This is the path to moksha, liberation, as discussed by sage Patanjali. And these are the steps that we are going. All of you have been successfully replaced the vasana of samsara with what? Vasana of the shastras. And it's a good vasana. Why? Because further vasanas are self-destructing. You don't have to do anything. You just have to do the effort. Dharma, artha, kama and moksha should also be attained in this world. Moksha, mukti. One realizes as one goes further, our Guruji says, Guruji always says, one realizes that samsara was born after I opened the eyes. There was no past. There was nobody who took birth before. Nor there will be anybody who will take birth after. So samsara was born after I opened my eyes. Cessation of complete time and space is experienced. With this, we conclude the Samadhi Pada. Please chant after me. Iti Shri Patanjali Sankhya Pravachane.
Iti Patanjali
Pravarchane.
Iti Shri Patanjali Sankhya Pravachane.
Iti Shri Patanjali Sankhya Pravarchane.
वैयासिके समाधिपादः प्रथमः
वैयासिके समाधिपादः प्रथमः
वैयासिके समाधिपादः प्रथमः
वैयासिके समाधिपादः प्रथमः
We realized this understanding of samadhi. Bring your palms together at the heart center. We will chant the mantra Purnamada. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya
पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते
Om
शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Gently bow your head down. Feel grateful for this learning. Thanks Sage Patanjali for making this knowledge available to us. When you're ready, gently lift your head up, open your eyes. Namaste.
Namaste, Mama.
Namaste.
Next week, we will, begin with the next pada. Yes. For the seekers who are not in Niruddha Avastha and Ekagra Avastha, let's see what to do with Shipta, Mood and Vikshipta, all like us. Hari Om. If you have any questions, we will take one extra class, maybe in the month or the next, on Samadhi Pada, but don't have any doubts. Just compile your questions, send them to me personally or on the group. We will have a question and answer session on Samadhi Pada. Please submit your understanding of each of the sutra. Try to involve technical terms like Viveka Khyati and one word explanation of that. Yes, so you create your own text when you start teaching. It will be helpful. Hari Om. That's it.
Hari Om. That's it.
Hari Om.